Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video I'm going to actually do more and more examples on redox reaction until you can actually be sure that you have a good comment on it. Let's go without any delay, wait for some time towards the first example, which is S2O3 double minus plus chlorine giving you the sulfate plus Cl minus. So this goes from sulfur to sulfur. This sulfur is 3 minus 2, so it's minus 6. Minus 6, and then it's minus 6 equals minus 2 is the charge. That gives you plus 4, and plus 4 divided by 2 is plus 2. Minus 8 is equal minus 2, so that's plus 6. For chlorine, it's 0 to minus 1. So this guy is a rise from 0 to 1, and it's 2 of them. And this is a rise of 4 and also 2 of them. So we could get rid of the 2's on both sides. The 4 goes for the chlorine, and the 1 goes for S2O3. So 1, it would be 2 sulfurs here, 4 Cl2, 8 Cl minuses here. And with this, I don't have any, so to speak, hydrogen, so I could safely go on and do the count for the oxygens. I rewrite the equation 2 times, one for acidic, one for basic. Let's see how many oxygens we have on here. In here we have 2 times 4, 8 oxygens, and here we have only 3, so we have to add 5 more. And that would mean 5H2O to compensate for the H's, 10H plus. Also here I would go with 10 OH minuses and also 5H2O. Let's check the charges to see if we've done a good job on this, and then we will move on to next example. So 2 negative charges here and 4 negative charges, minus 8 and plus 10, which makes it also minus 2. So that's balanced. Here we have 12 negative charges, and we have minus 4, minus 8, also 12, so the charge is balanced here as well. Let's now move on to yet another example. Okay, that would be an example which contains hydrogen as well. So we go for the boromine and nitrogen. Boromine is 3 negative, 3 double negative, so that would be minus 6, plus boromine is going to be minus 1, so boromine is plus 5. Okay, and here it's negative 1, and this is going to be a drop of 6. There's no underscript. Also for nitrogen, it's going to be 2 nitrogens plus 4 is 0, so it would be minus 2 each. And here it's 0, so minus 2 to 0 is a rise of 2, and there's 2 of them. So it's 4 here. We put the 4 for the BRO3 minus. Actually, we could get rid of 2 and do 3 and 2. So I put the 2 for BRO3 minus and 3 for N2OH, N2H4. So 3 and 2 as well, and also 2 BR minuses as well. So I could now go on, take care of my hydrogens. I have 3H4, so I have to add 6H2O to account for that one. Okay, And to do this, it means that it is now 12 hydrogens on both sides. Now let's count how many oxygens I need. So 6 oxygens here and 6 oxygens here. It's going to be, again, a simple example. I don't know, by chance it's the simple one, and we don't need to actually add any oxygens because 6 oxygens on both sides are going to be just fine. And I would probably do an example which has water in it, and we have to do something about it. Let's do that. So this would be 2 negative charges, and this is also 2 negative charges, so the charge is also balanced. Let's move on until I can find an example that has a real H problem in it, so we could address that. Let me just find one here. Okay, let me see my batch of examples here. There we go. Let's do this one. So PbOH4 double minus plus ClO minus, giving me PbO2 and Cl minus. That's this. The plumbum or lead goes from 4 OHs, which means 4 negative. So Pb minus 4 is minus 2, so Pb is plus 2 here. Also here, Pb minus 4 is 0, so Pb is plus 4 here, and it's a rise of 2. For the Cl O minus, the Cl minus, minus 1 here. Cl minus 2 is minus 1, so Cl is just plus 1. So from plus 1 to minus 1 is a drop of 2. So we have to actually sweep the coefficients, and we could just simplify it together. 1 Pb, 1 Cl, 1 Pb, 1 Cl. There's no need to do any extra work. It's just balanced in its current state. 4 hydrogens here, I have to add 2 H2O to this side and then count. So let's just count the number of oxygens to see. I have 2 and 2 over here, so 4 oxygens on this side, and I have 1 and 4, so 5 oxygens. I have to add 1 more oxygen to this side. Okay, so that's what I have to do. Let me just rewrite the equation one more time. Double minus plus ClO minus, giving you PbO2 plus Cl minus plus 2H2O. So I add 1 H2O to this part, and to the opposing side I add 2 H pluses. So 2 H plus and 1 H2O would be 3 H2O. Okay, let's just see, 3 H2O. And that is going to be now the OH minus is going to be adding double the amount, like 2 OH minuses, and for the 2H I'm going to add 1 H2O. Okay, and it means just 1 H2O, because we could actually delete it from both sides. We could subtract 1 H2O from each side, and it would be H2O and the one that remains, and also 2 OH minuses that we did for the oxygen. So that's how you do it for this basic equation. Let's now go check the charges. I have a negative charge over here, and I have 2 plus, a minus 2, and a negative. These will cancel out, negative on both sides. This is negative 3, and this is also minus 1, minus 2, so negative 3. So that's how the charge is balanced. I'm now going to do yet another example. Let's also do yet another example that involves hydrogen in it, so we could do more and more examples with this. Let's try to do sulfur plus HNO3 nitric acid, giving you H2SO3 and N2O. Okay, so that's how it goes. Let's just get this sulfur a little bit closer to what I have here. So there we go with the sulfur. Now the sulfur is 0 here, plus 2, and S minus 6 is just 0. For plus 2 minus 6, it means this sulfur is plus 4. It's a rise of 4, and there's just nothing to take care of, no underscripts. Nitrogen, on the other hand, is going to go from plus 1, n plus 1, minus 6 is 0, so n is going to be plus 5. And also it goes from 2n minus 2 is 0, so n is just plus 1. So it's also a drop of 4. Okay, so you could see that for this one, it's also these 4 and this 4, they cancel out. So I could say 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and a half here. But since it's N2O, it's better for me to put 2 for everyone. 2, 2, 2, 1. Multiply everything. We could just put 1, but this would be half on that thing. So I multiply everything by 2 to get rid of the halves there. Now there is hydrogen involved, so I have to take care of that. There's 2 hydrogens here and 4 hydrogens here, so I add 1 H2O to this side, taking care of that. Now I have 4 hydrogen both sides, so I can go count my number of oxygens. I have 2 times 3, 6, and 1. I have 7 here, and in this I have 6 and 1. I have also 7 here. Let's see. And this seems to be the fault. We have just the same number of oxygens, and that's it. Let's do yet another example. See if I could get more examples of this, and let's do this one. I want to do, yeah, let's do this one. It contains water, but since we've done that, we just may be able to do it. CrOH4 minus plus BrO minus, giving me Br minus and CrO4 double minus. Okay, that's what is done here. So let's do this. Chromium to chromium. Chromium OH minus is just minus 1. So chromium minus 4 is minus 1. And chromium should be plus 3 here. Also chromium is, chromium minus 8 is minus 2. So chromium must be plus 6. And for the bromine, Br minus 2 is minus 1. So bromium is plus 1. And this is minus 1. This is a rise of 2. A drop of 2, my bad, and this is a rise of 3. So the 2 goes there, the 3 comes for the bromine. I do that, it becomes 3, and 2 goes here. There's no underscript to change any of those, and then that would be it. Now I have to balance the other side. I have 3 bromine, 3 bromine, 2 chloromine, 2 chloromine. And the next thing I want to do is to actually take care of the hydrogen. So if I have 2H4, I should add 4 H2O to this side. And then I count the number of oxygens. Here I have 8 oxygens and 3, so 11. And in this part I have 2 times 4, it's 8, and 4, so it's 12. So now I could see that I need to add 1 oxygen to this part. Let me check that again. 2 times 4, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 and 8 is 11, so that's correct. Let's just do the addition of water. So we do add 1 H2O to this side, and to take care of that I would just want to add 2 H pluses, okay? And that's what I do here. And 1 H2O, it should be 3 H2O if I subtract one. Let's just rewrite the equation for the basic real quick. This is going to be 3 BRO minus, giving me 3 BR minuses and 2 CRO4 double minuses and 4 H2O. So for the basic, I do double the amount, 2 OH minuses, and I'm going to do add 2H, so I have to add 1 H2O. It would be 5 H2O. That's the balanced form. Let's now check the charges. I have 2 minuses and 3 minuses, minus 5. Also, I have 3 minuses and 4 minuses, minus 4 and 2 pluses. So that would also be minus 5, okay? Balanced here, I have 2 minuses and 2 minuses and 3 minuses, so it's minus 7. Here I have minus 4, minus 5, minus 3, minus 4, minus 7. That's also balanced. Let's go on to yet another example. Okay, so let's see if I could do my final example in this video, and that would be an example that I have here. Would be a simple one, I2 plus OCl minus, giving me IO3 minus plus Cl minus. So that's a simple one. Let me quickly do that. So it goes from 0 to 3 minus I minus 6 is minus 1, so it's 5. Cl minus 2 is minus 1, so it's plus 1. To minus 1, it's a drop of 2. And for this guy, it's a rise of 5 times 2 because of the 2 that there's there. So I could just get rid of the 2's. And say 1 goes here and 5 goes here. 5 Cl minus, so 5 Cl minus, 2 iodine, so 2 iodine. I don't have any hydrogen to be lagged there, so I'm going to continue. I rewrite the equation one more time for the basic media. 2 IO3 minuses and 5 Cl minuses. 2 times 3, I have 6 oxygens here and 5 here, so I have to add 1 to this side, so that means plus H2O on this and plus 2 H pluses. Also 2 OH minuses, 2 OH minuses on this, and it would be 1 H2O here. Okay, let's check the charges real quick. The charges are minus 5 here, minus 2, minus 5, plus 2. The 2 goes behind, minus 5, so it's balanced. Here it's minus 2, minus 5, it's minus 7. Minus 2, minus 5, it's also minus 7, so balance. Let's wrap it up here for this video.